So, okay. Continue the story. So, last time we washed up here on the beach on a Fort Joy after our ship wrecked. After this breakout that happened. And now we're going to take a closer look at our new surrounding. You've discovered a waypoint. Fleeing combat allows you to escape to any discovered waypoints. You can also quickly travel between waypoints.
Garbage.
Oh.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
You can barter with almost all characters. Use the trade icon in the dialogue pane to start bartering. Drag items you wish to buy or sell onto the barter window. Balance the offer by pressing the scales. Confirm the transaction by pressing the red accept button. You can also identify and repair items at the trade. Nice. Offer all wares. Oh. Selling wares. Items in your inventory that are marked as wares can be sold in one go. This is a good way to keep your inventory manageable. Interesting. Orange coppering. Grab disarming kit. Pigs. Hell. Oh. Well, I think we're good for now.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Say you're not a stranger, you're a Loser.
Hi, Losa. I'm Tam. Are you a sorcerer too?
Laugh and say you aren't sure. Does he see any sores about you?
The child screws up his face and looks at you, hard. He holds up his little mirror and peers into it, inspecting your reflection. His eyes go wide. The mirror falls and shatters on the rocks below.
I have to go.
The boy begins to cry.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Don't worry, little boy. I'm not gonna eat you. Not just yet.
Leave me alone, please.
Worriedly asked the child why he's so frightened of you. What did he see in his mirror?
You're not a real person. There's a thing wearing your skin. I saw it.
Reach out to try and calm the child, explaining you'd never hurt him.
He shrieks and recoils from your touch.
Well. Okay then. Sight range indicator. There are enemies ahead. Press left shift to see the enemy's sight range. When you enter the sight range, combat will start. You can try sneaking around by pressing C. Can I use this for something? You found a lockpick. To open a locked object, use your lockpick on it.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Bam! Shocked, bitches! Elemental totem. Blood. Oh, immune to air damage now, okay. Ooh! Oh no!
I thought
Nice
these
one.
bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
So we've gained level, okay. Let's see about all those different abilities here. Strength. Strength increases your damage with strength-based weapons and skills. Improves your armor strength by 3% per point. It allows you to lift and carry heavy items. Caster level summoning ability. Intelligence summoning. Okay. Finesse increases your damage with finesse-based weapons and skills, further granting plus 0.15 meter movement and 1% dodging per point. Want scales with intelligence. Yep, okay. German's intelligence-based damage you deal extends the duration of multi-turn length statuses you apply by 3.33% per point and causes your damaging statuses to deal an additional plus 3.33% damage per point of every tick. Constitution determines how much vitality you have. Memory affects your amount of memory slots which are required to learn skills. More powerful skills cost more memory slots. Wits. Each point in wits increases your critical hit chance and accuracy by 1%. Initiative by 1 and additionally improves your ability to detect traps and find hidden treasures. Oh. About those memory slots. Where do I see those? Talents are characters' unique qualities and slightly change the rules for that particular character. Okay. Skill costs 1 memory. Okay, we have 1 memory slot. available still, so... Okay. Abilities. Abilities shape what characters can do and how well they do it. Okay. Leadership grants a 3% dodging and accuracy to all allies in a 13-meter radius. Yeah, skills. Two-handed damage. Summoning. Vitality, damage, physical armor, and magical armor of your summons and totems by 5% per point. Ordering. Lucky charm and persuasion. Ordering improves your haggling skills. With each point invested, traders' items become cheaper and your items become more expensive. Lucky charm increases your likelihood of finding extra treasure wherever loot is stashed. Persuasion helps you convince characters to do your bidding in dialogues and increases how much characters like you. Sure. I want Lothar to be very charismatic. Very charismatic. Nasty. Sneaking a thievery. Lawmaster and telekinesis. I don't know, 1 point in summoning and 1 point in intelligence, right? Or 2 points. Sure. Skill screen intro. This is your skill screen. If you want to learn more skills, you need to find a blah blah blah. Whatever. Nothing special here, okay. Crafting, world map, journal, toggle actions. Okay, that's it then. Moving on.
That's Magister Jalen. He wasn't so bad on the ship, at least. Poor fella.
Okay. Done here. Picking up all the shells.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them. What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great acorn is returning in all its wrath. What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
Giants, acorns, shields. Tell him you have no idea what he's talking about.
Egad! It speaks our tongue, Quercus. Hush before... What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Solora, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear steed. No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great acorn waits for no one.
Alright, my little squirrel friend and your undead cat, I suppose. Crafty weaponry, diverted sword. Crafting, sure. A word of advice to the badly armed: tie your knife or shift, if that's all you have, to a stick or a branch. Now you've got a sword of sorts. Yeah, I come up with a new recipe. Okay. More shells, a sharp rock. So, hello there, Red Prince again. Hello.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
He's the one that took you by the jaw and sized you up like a damn horse. Say you have a bone to pick with him.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Scoff and say he owes you a bit more than gratitude.
My gratitude is worth a great deal if only you'd realize it. But of course you don't, so we'll leave it at that. Now then, if there's nothing further...
Ask what he's doing here standing on that rock.
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Yeah. Say that sometimes you see the consciousness of a vast being, but usually just a lot of water.
A consciousness. Very good. And the water it may drown in. Life and death. Why not?
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Shrug and say people see castles at sea, castles in the sky. Might as well see them in the sea.
Yes, but these weren't castles in the sky, were they? Quite obviously, I was musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Not enthusiastically. Of course you do. You recall now he's that famous king?
Oh, may the Seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Mm-hmm. Okay, say that you have this and that to sort out. He's welcome to tag along if he wants.
This and that? Tag along? Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix?
Sure.
On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept.
Our first party member.
On one condition.
Yeah.
For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
Promise.
Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Hmm? Yeah, a fighter sounds perfect. He should stay true to his vocation.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
Hmm? No, that settles it.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off!
Yay! Click on a party member's portrait to control them. The party member you are controlling has a gold highlight on their portrait. Pull your party portraits apart to unchain them. Breaking the chain stops them from following the party member they are chained to. Split the party by dragging the portraits away from one another, breaking the chain that connects them. Create groups in your bub. Alrighty then. And more shells! A cracked sword. Yeah, nothing better than he already has. Mm-hmm. Mushrooms. So wait, does this work like in Elder Scrolls? Do I have to consume these ingredients, these mushrooms and stuff to find out what their effects are? Or let's see. Potato effects unknown. Consume. Aha, 1 constitution. I have 10%. Okay. Yeah. Set diseased for 3 turns. Holy shit. Where's Bowwood? Consume. A raw mutton. Raw lumpy giblets. -1 constitution. Heals 15%. Set diseased for 2 turns. 50% chance to succeed. Okay. Okay. Heals 10%. Okay. Well, nice then. Okay.
A black cat. Here, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty.
It seems we're not the only ones taking on strays. Go,
Black cat.
jealous quackers. Fur maketh not the cat.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me.
Wonder who you have this pleasure of speaking to.
Me? I know who I am. At least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like... No, I know who I am. Who are you?
Explain that you're just a spiritualist who never foresaw this future.
Most don't see what's coming. Can't see what's ahead. Can't keep my mind straight.
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep.
Wonder where he came from.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you. The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What's going on?
The cat's eyes are clouded.
Okay, that's it then.
I've spotted something.
World secrets. Keep an eye out for secret passages. Rivlon is full of hidden levers, pressure plates, and mysterious hatches. Try walking through the hanging vines. Wits. Something hidden has been revealed. The higher your wits, the more likely you are to reveal traps and secrets. Is there some way to highlight it? No.
I wonder where this leads.
Fane.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor?
Curiously ask what he's doing. Tell him to get the hell away from that body.
Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
Ask what his business is with that body.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Inquire about his skull. You've never seen one carved like that.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an Eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
An Eternal? What is that? Some sort of cult?
A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again.
Ask why he's still here if his people have vanished.
Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate.
Where does he think his people are? In some other realm?
Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner, and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm, or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory. Regardless, they are not here, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them.
It sounds like he needs a companion. Ask if he'd like to travel with you.
I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful.
Not. It could work out well for both of you.
Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
Assure him that a wizard suits you perfectly well.
I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see.
That settles it.
Splendid. Very well. let's be off.
Okay. Grade. An onion. Oh, nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it here for now. So yeah, going to continue this next time in the stream. Take care. Bye bye.